Greetings, greetings. I know that ain't who I think it is. Hello, Tech. Happy Thanksgiving, friend. OMG. So lovely to see you, darling. So lovely to see you. Happy feast. Happy feast. And the day of my born will be here soon, y'all. All right, y'all. It's Wizard Kelly, y'all. And I am here at this moment with the Horror Path deck. We are going to get into the Aries Wack 100. Who we scared of? What we doing here, right? Just a little gang bang and not be in fear. All right, so this request was strange, right? Because this also came in right around the time I got another request for the Jaden and Blueface update. So that's what we're going to get into very, very soon. The commenter, I hope you are a subscriber too. I did not ignore you. That's coming up next. I was going to do them first, but then I got this, right? So Aries is a Wack 100. Wack 100 is an Aries. Happy Thanksgiving again to you. Jeremiah, I love you so much. Thank you for being here again, and all the love and blessings to you this week and beyond, my friend. So I'm trying to get started. Before we begin, the Strength card is here and the Leo aspect. You know, this young man, he's a force to be reckoned with. He has a lot of strength. He has a lot of confidence. But most of all, he has overcome a lot of self-doubt, whether it's people don't find him attractive, women don't find him attractive, or him just being completely up in his bag because he, you know, you just got to have something to kind of substitute, right? But I see here that this young man has a lot of confidence. There's number 8. He's been doing this for a long time as far as being a courageous being. So that's it for that. Let's find out more about Mr. Wack 100. All right. He is an Aries. To find that out was extremely exciting at this time. At the bottom of the deck in the future is the Queen of Swords. Listen to me and listen to me good. Okay. You've got somebody, a female around that's bitter. He may have made her feel this way. May have made her feel overly into her feelings as to where she is sensitive, but a lady is here, okay? This feels like in the future that nothing's going to go away because there are some things that feel unfinished, harsh, and emotional because of some pessimistic energy. Spirits, y'all know I love you to be on here when dinner's going, friends, okay? Oh, so hush up, Hendrix. I still got life to live, but I came on right for you, pools, spirits. Sign symbols, downloads, and messages do we have for Mr. Wack 100, the Aries at this time? Ooh, you popped out. You popped up and out. We got the Death card. Here we go now. That card popped up. That card popped out. If you were here with me, you watched it just go down. Now, before we begin, this is the past card. And because we have Death here, this is Scorpio and also a little Capricorn, just a little bit. But there is a fear of change here. This young man may not want to change the gangbanging. He may not want to change the way that he is with a lot of women. However it goes, it's the black and white domino effect that he doesn't want to change here in the past tense. Maybe just in fear to change here, period. And then we got the King of Skulls. He's popping out because of who he is in this, this realm. Mr. Wack has some strict discipline, but it doesn't feel like it's reasoned. He also has authority in the present of a seat that's held with a lot of bodies that have been killed. I will say it, right? What's the hell? He also has a it's a Capricorn head here, but I feel like it's a different sign. But to be honest, in the present moment, this young man just has a lot of authority. All right. And he's not very intellectual. I don't think that's what's coming through at this time. All right. The next one we have is the Page of Skulls in reverse. A lot of thoughts and actions. He's not planning. He's not a good planner. He's very sarcastic, but in a rude way. And in the future here, something he's not planning is going to kind of backpedal. It's going to be cynical in some way. There's something cynically planned here There's men across the board the hard way. 3 the hard way. All right, so the hangman is Cancer energy. He's not really trapped and confined as we think, whether it be like I feel like people think he's not free to move or free to do something here, and that's farthest from the truth, because he has a lot of people that's disinterested in him, but he also has a lot of negative patterns. Tell me, give me 2 more, and we're going to get out of here. You got the world in the present moment in reverse. So something is not going to be successful as he thinks. And this is not to wish or cause or hard, judgment. The cards are just falling. So he's lacking an achievement feeling right now. And he's also lacking some sort of a sense of self of getting something successfully done. I don't know what that is. Final one is the 9 of hellfire. So money, he's no stranger to it, but he's also like seriously reckless. He's materialistically reckless. He spends a lot on women here. He spends a lot on female energy to get them to come near. But most of all, it's like the passion he has to pay for some reason. I don't know where that's coming from. Tell me about this death card, and we're gonna pump it up. Now, there's a fear of change. 7 of hellfire's magic number. 4 of swords, and then the 9 of Bibles. Why is he in fear of change? It looks like he, with that 7 being a magic number, this is some sort of syndrome that he lives in, whether it's an imposter thing of who he really is, or some sort of a procrastination. Like this guy's got a fire outfit on, right? So he does something here in the legal aspect that we don't believe him in his life, and he really, really does. He has a seat of authority with this 9 of Bibles and some sort of law. His superficial spending is what's causing this financial failure. It's in the past tense, so he spends recklessly, and I believe that he has faith that he's always going to get it. This 4 here lets us know that he has a lot of confidence and arrogance, okay? And it's definitely, he may be burnt out. He may be burnt out completely, but he can't walk away. Let's keep going with the King of Stalls, please. So the young man has some sort of authority, okay? And he definitely has like a reason for doing this. You got judgment, you got the 7, 6, 7, all right? What I want to say to you is very much so what it is. Uh-oh, you can hear me on the back end, sorry. This young man has there's some unpaid debts because of something long-term he never prepared for or just had faith that it was going to work out here. And because there's unpaid debts, I'm going to go to the judgment. And this Virgo energy, we will see something very soon that's going to come out regarding his like lessons he needs to learn, even though he willingly may not, okay? Because I just see that he always points at like things are not fair because he just doesn't have stronger faith in himself. He also has a lot of bodies here that I feel he's instructing a lot of different people. The 22 particularly right now. And because he like instructs people to do things, and this is where that reckless spending also comes in. I mean, I feel like he has some sort of blame that's going to come over him in this 6. He's not very generous with his money. Hi, Fiona. I hope I'm saying that right. Hello, lady. He's very impatient. And when you're impatient, you abuse things, whether it's physically people or yourself. And so this young man has a lot of unpaid debts, but he also likes to extort people here in the present. He may be extorting himself, being extorted himself. Tell me something here about this extortion in the present. There's a choice that he's going to have to make between 2 people, and there's the 2 swords again. He may currently be in denial because he has a choice to make that he's stuck in the middle about, but it's really not coming through as him making like a solid decision. Swords are all over the place. So he thinks about a lot of death. He thinks about a lot of actions to hurt other people if he doesn't get a reaction or the way that he things that he wants. Now this feels like this is still in the present form. Tell me about the Page of Skulls. You got the 7 again, you got the Ace. There's a new idea coming forth, and so is the truth at this time, please. Something new is going to come that's kind of forced. I don't know if this is popping up the water from him, or this is something that he's physically instructing other people to kind of accomplish. But he has so much power in this realm, even though people don't trust him, he has some sort of breakthrough here. I want to do the 7 again because there's 7 all over the place. But to know that this young man has a seat in a rank, he has a lot of bodies on his belt, a lot of bodies under his feet. In that 7 of the magic number, there is a confession here that I see. Not only is the truth being revealed to you at this time, but he is an imposter. He's not who he really says that he is. And his cups are empty, so he may not be giving up people, information, something that feels forced here. Page of Hellfires was the one that was next. And I'm telling you, when this man is diligent as far as being some sort of manifester, he is. Loyalty is coming in, but it's only to the people that he can get something from or that they're chained to in a reaction. I don't know what that means. Loyalty is hard to come by, but if you do something for him, he kind of will be a dependable guy. But I'm not feeling that something is tight. What am I confused on? Something doesn't feel right before I move on to the final 3. Tell me. The Ace of Wands. Excuse me. This fire energy and this this fire sign, so he's here. Okay. And there is a lack in creativity. There's a lack in passion, but also he has a lack of energy. His health may not be the strongest, and or he just may need to get better grasp of reality as far as his conditions. Like, what does he do every day? But because there is a, honestly, guys, I really feel something creative is going to happen here. And he's behind some sort of mastermind, but I feel like he doesn't want to be like known that he did it because he has enough enemies. Something just is going to pop out, but he's the one behind this whole ordeal or scheme. Clear the energy. Tell me what's this Hangman in reverse mean, please. Because he's not confined. There's a Tower. There's Aries again. He's not confined. I feel like he can come and go as he pleases because he has some sort of rank in this realm. Sorry, I got sidetracked here. All right, so we got the Page of Skulls, the 6, and then the Tower. I'm going to leave him for last. Because in that 6 again, I need you to see that this man may be needing to accept the lesson very soon here. And this is something from the past. So whether it revisits him and he thought it moved on, no, it's actually going to transition and come back around. A woman is involved, also he knows something more than he is speaking on regarding a woman who brought him ahead a long time ago. Now, when I tell you that somebody physically brought him the head of a person, this is what's showing up. I don't know if this person tried to extort him. That's why this extortion stuff is sticking up. I don't know if, he was the one being extorted, vice versa. However it goes, there's a female that has worked for him or still works for him and has brought him has brought him ahead before. He's not confined. He'll never be, I feel like, kind of chastised for anything because he's a part of something that he's avoiding. He's a part of a negative pattern that's got him kind of protected in the head sense. I'm going to leave the Tower for the last. Now, the 6 of Swords is here because I told you about that air blowing in with something he needs to kind of move on from or accept some sort of lesson. But I don't know if he's ever going to get this because there's a tragedy here in the past tense. Aries and Aquarius energy is here. He's full of chaos. He's also confused with something that's going to happen unexpected that he is a feeling about. He has like a strong feeling something's going to blow up, but he's not sure which way that it's coming from because there's so many people that he can no longer trust. A lot of distrust. There's confusion here. This man is he is like a king of destruction, a knight of chaos, the chariot, Cancer energy. When I'm just got a funky feeling, real funky. Okay, there is no control when it comes to his mouth, his emotion, or things that he puts in front of people as obstacles. If he doesn't get his way, he doesn't get what he wants. He has a lot of different connections that are black and blue here, even in the hospital. Oh, tell me about this world. Something is not successful here in the present moment. What could it be, please? You got the Magician. I haven't seen that one in a while. You've got the Devil, Capricorn. And then you got the 3. I feel like he went on this interview with DJ Vlad, right? Kendricks, I'm almost done. He did something here as where you're repeating the same stories, but mostly Vlad did all the talking, right? He just sat there. He barely said a word. So something's coming through as if in this devil energy that feels secretive. That feels like they're detaching from a certain person, individual. There's something he's going to have to overcome here. Medically, sense is involved, like as a medical. But when I told you he's a good manifester, that's what I seriously mean. That it's coming in because he has, he's just resourceful. He has a lot of different connections, and his power gives him the skill, but it really doesn't give him the logic that he should have. But in this 3 of Bible sense, he's always going to have a shared effort because he has teamwork, he has collaboration. So anything that he's doing, they're looking at him as if like he's an influencer. He's giving up information. There's record log books for many, many years. I feel like a few decades that have information that is going to always be on his backside. What does that mean? What does that mean with the information that he knows, the information that he shares? Tell me, please. There's a death card again. Oh my goodness. I got to get out of here. Please listen to me and listen to me very clearly before I head out because it's funky right now. I told y'all. But you got somebody who's really in fear of something. They don't want to move forward. They don't want to move backwards. They don't want new beginnings. They don't want change. They don't want pain. They don't want shit. They want to stay in some sort of stagnant energy. And that's what's making me feel like this something isn't legit because nobody wants to be stagnated. Nobody wants to have people not welcoming them, but I feel like he's used to it. So this final card is the 9 of Hellfires with this woman here in the future. Tell me more. There's no more rewarded effort with a woman that he abused, did wrong. The 9 of Skulls is here, the 9 of Vikings, and the 8, 9, 8. We're counting down and on the path that we should be today. You got 3 9s on the board, okay? Let me let you see something when I told you he's a good manifester. You got 3 9s. The 9 of Swords, the 9 of Skulls, Pentacles, Hellfires, and Water. And Wands, sorry. Okay, so with this woman here, I got this last one on the 8, but I'm saving that last because when I told you he pays for a lot of women and a lot of people to love him, that is here very clear. He also has some sort of whispering as far as death. He has like a whistle that people don't hear. He can tell people like to do stuff and they go do it. It's like without even like a mob man on the Goodfellas. They don't even have to say a word. You know what he means. He has that kind of acknowledgement. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them working for him in this current moment right now. And I'm being tongue tied, so I know what's going on. Beast be gone. He's at some sort of breaking point and he may not know it because there's so much negativity that kind of has been floating around his environment, people he has hurt. The devil is clearly here, but it's not in the way that we see him like this. This is like a, we don't see him like this. This is coming through as like thoughts, actions, and words that are being spoken. I don't know where that's coming from. I don't know what that means, but he lives in the mindset of not needing help, and he really needs to find cope to get rid of some shame, some guilt. He also has mental health issues, and I'm not here to poke fun, that he may deal with in private. Okay. And this may be why he's substituting for all of these women on the side, all these women that have to come in and out of his life. But with that Eight of Skulls, this was the final card. This is something forever in him that has always been a pattern, because he's always had played the victim and got something positive. He likes to isolate himself to regain power, but something in the future is going to paralyze him here, and he will be restricted for some reason. Could you tell me what this would be? No Grim Reaper, please. All right, we got the 3 and then the 5, the saddest card in the deck. I'm feeling like I'm going to say this, and I'm going to say it quick. They went on Vlad. Wack went first. Blueface went second. Vlad did all the talking with Wack. I couldn't even sit through it because we rarely heard him say anything. It was all Vlad. Blueface comes on Vlad. Vlad barely does any talking. He listens to everything that Blueface is saying. There's a situation that's going to go down, and it's going to go down very quietly. You are the first to hear it. And any tarot readers that are here with a bigger platform, timestamp this for me, would you? This young man is going to experience something because he is getting ready to take a risk, and he's going to leave his comfort zone. And when he leaves his comfort zone, this is a decision that is very, very tight, very, very risky, because he's dealing with, not only this may be him, but the saddest card in the deck, he's dealing with something he needs to find peace with again. So with this water sign here, with him not really seeing that there's that he needs to find help and really move on from something here that's got him content. I don't see that this is going to kind of avert him, because this is the steps, this is the fate. But it's also something here that I feel is going to go down with them 3. You heard it here first, baby.